Hey, so I just wanted to do a quick tutorial or slash DIY trial on this Minwax Polycrylic for sublimation. I'm using some 4-inch coasters. I spray 2 coats of the Minwax following the instructions onto the coasters and then put them in my dryer, let them dry for 90 minutes on the highest setting, which is 185 degrees. Then I cut out my design here, and at the end I'll show why I went ahead and decided to do it this way, where I cut the design larger than the actual coaster. There's some residue that's left and it leaves marks, which I'll show that at the end. So here I'm setting it up. Uh, I'm not going to tape it down because honestly, once you put it in the press, I did use parchment paper underneath and then 2 layers of parchment paper on top. And then I'm going to press it at 385. Use your PPE, people. This stuff is stinky. I pressed it at 385 for 175 seconds. I'm using some tongs to take it out. And I'm going to grab it out with the tongs. And then I'm going to go to the kitchen and dip it in warm water. Do not throw ceramic in cold water. Warm water. And so I found that this worked best for me, getting the sublimation paper to release, because otherwise you're trying to scrape it off and that's a pain in the behind. Excuse me. But when I did this process and let it soak, I didn't let it soak as usually as long as I would because I'm trying to film this and keep it short. But as you can see, it peels off pretty quickly and easily. There's going to be a little bit of residue still left, but the soaking process, I'm going to throw it back in and just kind of rub over it with my hands and let it soak until all that paper comes up. And then we'll get to the part where we have the reveal and like all the paper's gone off of it. It does leave a hazy residue, which I don't care for, but will this work in a pinch? Yeah, that's the whole point of this video, is it will work in a pinch. I ordered 50 coasters and didn't realize or ordered the wrong ones, so they had no sublimation coating on it. So I ran to the store, grabbed the Minwax, tried this, and we're getting to the final results. Oh no, you know what? I forgot. So it leaves it hazy. So I used this clear Rust-Oleum ultra clear gloss over it to bring the shine back and to get rid of that haziness, which I'll show you one of the ones here coming up shortly where, okay, so the second one has not been sprayed at all. And you can see the edges where that residue from the sublimation paper is on there. I sprayed this one twice. You can still see the edges of where the residue is from the sublimation paper. So that's why I say cut it larger than it needs to be. But bottom line, will it work in a pinch? Yes.